All right, guys, it's Shalom with the Paradox Gaming Network, and it is late. I have been going over this live stream all day, pulling out the important parts. Big shout out to Shaz. Shaz's fingers did all the transcription today. I had to do a lot of fact checking, wanted to make sure to bring everything together. And I'm doing that because I know a lot of you are already mad. A lot of you have contacted me. You're angry. You're ready to fight again. What I'm going to ask you to do is don't go on what you've heard or what other people have said about something. Let's look at the facts. Let's go ahead and let's keep the rage in check. And at the end of this video, if you're not happy, if you're not satisfied, leave me comments below. I will point this video out to Steven like I do with my videos. He will see those comments and then we can start a dialogue that way. Big thing is, if you haven't already seen the preview video, usually I splice them in. I'm not doing that this time. You can see the link below in the description. It's going to send you to the new preview video. At the end of it, it tells us what the date is, and that date is December 18th. Now, right off the bat, it's going to say register to play at. Don't do that. Register with my referral link. What are you doing? Why haven't you done that already? But in all seriousness, I know a lot of people are already starting this. What do I do? How do I link my my.com account? How do I move my pack to mail.ru? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to listen to Merlin.
Be silent. Be still.
That's it. I want you to be still. I want you to not do anything right now. I want you to not panic. Douglas Adams. What we know, what we have coming up next week. We have a live stream next week, a developer playthrough of the MMORPG. That's something to be excited about. We also know that more instructions will come next week. We have a newsletter in the next week or two. That's going to have the new hires in it. We've already been told we're going to be doing the meet and greet with the new hires. That'll most likely have some additional instructions. And then we also know we're still on target for Castle Sieges for the Alpha 1 backers at the end of December. Now I say Alpha 1 backers. Everybody will be playing the Battle Royale on the 18th of December. The Alpha 1 backers will start the Castle Siege testing then. So, some more details about the Battle Royale. Before we get into the other stuff today, let's talk about some details that we have. We know the whole time we've known Apocalypse was going to be divided into 3. We now know that it's going to be Chapter 1 is the Exodus. This is the official name. This is the Battle Royale. Chapter 2 is Survival. It's not titled Survival, but Steven said it's all about survival, taking those castles, trying to weather the storm. And then the last part is the Last Stand. You're in the town. Here comes the corruption. You have nowhere to go. During these chapters, all players will be able to earn 20-ish cosmetics per chapter. There's going to be an opportunity for additional cosmetics, and we're going to talk about that later. I know it's what you guys want to get to, but let's get some facts laid out. A little bit of lore explanation. I know everybody likes lore. The people in the Battle Royale mode, they got rejected by the Divine Gate. We already knew that. But what it is that they actually made it into the gate. At first we thought it was the Divine Gate said, nope, not today. You can't come in. Now we find out these people were almost at Sanctus. They had made it into the portal. And they get bounced back. That's why they're on a griffin. Now, I don't quite get why they're on a griffin, but that pink ribbon you see, that is the slipstream kicking you back to Vera. The reason why you're fighting everyone is your mind is filled with corruption. That was the corruption you were escaping. I like the fact that we're getting these bits and pieces because it proves that they're not just throwing out a product, they're building some lore in behind it. That makes me comfortable. I'm going to talk about Nodes 3. We got a little bit of information on Nodes 3. What's going on is they're waiting for the overall MMORPG map. Remember, the MMORPG map is about 480 square kilometers with about 100 square kilometers of Underrealm. So it's a really big map. It's currently being completed, and what they want to do is they want to be able to see how the world spreads across all the nodes before they put out Nodes 3. Now, I do have to give kudos to Steven. This is being very receptive to feedback. I don't know necessarily if it was my video, because although this is not a smart goal, this is certainly better than soon. I am okay with knowing something's not coming out, even though it's over a year late. If you tell me, hey, I need the overall world map to do this right. All right, man, at least I know what you need now. At least it's not just, I don't know where it's at. Let's talk about some new stuff. And like always, we can talk about the December cosmetics. Good looking stuff right here. I really do like this. I'm going to revisit the discussion of December cosmetics in a few minutes when I talk about some other stuff. So monthly cosmetics. I'm going to talk about this. This was great, actually. During the live stream, they gave great lore explanations for the items. So it doesn't just feel like you're hawking cosmetics or images, unless this is some great just bullshit. We're getting little tidbits of lore. We're starting to get names of stuff, names of groups. I would highly recommend they keep this template of presentation. This is much better than, hey guys, the store's updated. Here's a little snippet. Talk about it. Jeffrey did an outstanding job narrating it, so Jeffrey gets the thumbs up. And I felt it was just necessary. This is just an awesome image, so I'm just throwing it in there. I love obsidian colored armor, so that's your good stuff. Okay, guys, with all of that out of the way, with all the positive taken care of, I want Devon to get the tables, because I want to flip them. I know you guys have already heard about this, the Adventure Pass. This is Fortnite Battle Pass for Ashes of Creation. Now, if you don't know what Fortnite Battle Pass is, basically every season of the Battle Royale, you can do a limited amount of stuff as a free-to-play player, and then if you spend a little bit of money, you can unlock a bunch of extra tiers. Okay, what did I just mumble? Oh. I can unlock additional tiers with the purchase of the battle bundle. Purchase? Oh, hell no. I'm red carding that. Purchase. I thought this was a testing mode. I thought this was a bonus mode. I thought this was a lot of things. I didn't know this was, ready to sell. Slow down. Keep the rage in check just for 2 more minutes. Let's get me there. Before we get all crazy, I'm going to remind you guys that this is cosmetics only. There's your basic bronze axe. You do the apocalypse mode, you do the battle royale, you do the castle siege. You might earn yourself some variety skins. That red one, flame one, looks kind of cool. Does not give you any additional properties. The blue one looks great. Doesn't give you any additional properties. It is just a cosmetic. The big thing is all players will be able to earn about 20-ish cosmetics per chapter. We talked about the chapters at the beginning. People with the adventure pass will be able to earn 50 plus those 20. Alpha 1 backers, you've all been given a lifetime adventure pass. As long as APOC is out, as long as there are chapters, you have a lifetime adventure pass. Alpha 2 backers, beta backers, your first chapter is free. Now remember, it's free for everybody to play. You just get that first adventure pass chapter for free. So if you have an Alpha 2, Beta 1, or Beta 2 pack, you're going to have the adventure pass for free. If you have embers from a pre-purchase pack, I know some of you said, I'm never going to spend these embers on anything. Well, you can spend them on the adventure pass. Also, everyone can earn embers in-game to buy MMORPG cosmetics. So, for what it is, it is what it is, and for what it is, it's pretty fair. Now, what the fuck? You guys know that I blow up. You guys know that I'm passionate about what I do. I represent you guys. I want you to know that right after the stream, first thing I said, I don't pull my punches. We're fully funded to a viable core product. Fully funded to a viable core product means you have the money to do alpha and beta testing. Because they said servers are expensive. Okay, well, you knew you were going to test the product. I talk about, the stream. I'm going to hint on that at the end. But as you can see, 521, 525, 550. I outright say it, man. I find this entire apocalypse thing very suspicious. It was supposed to be born out of the community's Unreal Engine 4 concerns. And I say it outright, man. I do not pull a punch. Now, all of a sudden, someone slapped a saddle on this bitch and put cowboy boots. This is a cash cow. I have zero problems with Intrepid making money. I have massive problems being treated like an idiot. Okay. I didn't just say that into a vacuum. I got on voice comms with Steven and I put it to him. Now, this is a fairly good paraphrasing. It's not exact. The question was a lot longer, was a lot more framed. But in short, what I said to Steven is, tell us it's fully funded. The development's fully there. That should have included testing money. Why all of a sudden does it seem like you're EA in this and you're over monetizing? And I actually use the phrase over monetizing. I am a judge of people, not necessarily always the answer. If you stumble through an answer poorly, I'm going to call you out on it. It is really hard to bullshit a guy who knows project management. I don't know MMO development, but I know project management. And I was comfortable with his answer because Steven was able to, without fumbling through his answer, say, Due to this, we've been forced to switch to high-end server hosting with cloud backend so we can do this large-scale testing earlier, going up to hundreds of thousands of players. I already knew that answer. I don't ever ask a question that I don't know what the potential answer's for. So I knew that this answer was going to be coming. I also like the fact that Outright said has to make Apocalypse a viable product on its own to provide data for the main game. If you're going to be doing more and more stuff, if you're going to be spending money to do this, if you're going to make it available for up to 700,000 registered accounts, it's going to be a financial drain. I don't necessarily agree with how Steven presented this. I don't agree with how it was framed. I really think that community manager needs to be pro. It needs to bridge the gap. I make the joke that I'm the prophet Shalon Snow and that I hear Steven's voice ever ringing in my ear because he's my lord and sandal. I make that joke because one of the things I did in the military was take a general's vision and translate it to the airman and the sergeant. When I look at this answer as a project manager, I was looking for the word scope. I'm pretty sure he said scope. I don't have an audio recording, but I'm pretty sure he said the word scope because I kind of checked it off. I'm very solid with this answer. So those of you that don't know about project management, but you trust me, trust that I'm comfortable with this answer. I know you're not happy. I know you're not all happy. I know some of you hate the fact that there's a Battle Royale mode. I get that. I'm acknowledging you. Look you in the eye and I'm saying, I get you're unhappy. But Jalon, the creator, I have to have something to hang my argument on. I don't get to just be biased and say I'm not happy. So here's what I asked. Here's what was said. I'm solid with it. That's why I'm not flipping tables. Tables solid on all four. I also want to talk one more thing. I want to talk monthly cosmetics versus the chapter cosmetics. I know a lot of people have said, oh, how are they going to produce all these cosmetics? There's a huge workload difference. Now, what you're seeing on the screen is one of the Necromancer costumes. Now you're seeing the other one. Those are elements that need to be animated very differently. They need to be animated for all the different races, all the different heights, all the different widths. There's a lot of work that's going to go into them. That's why those are cash shop cosmetics. At the same time, you have a very simple item, and then you just have 3 variations of it. Different methodology, different workload. I want you guys to see that. You can disagree with it and leave a comment below if you do. If you're an art and animator and you can educate me some more, I'd love to have that. But I have to trust what I've been told, and there is a difference in workload. Now I want to do the speed round Q&A both during the stream and after. I know the video is getting kind of long and it's kind of boring, and I do apologize. I didn't want to splice in, just good pops footage. So cosmetic storage space, absolutely confirmed. Already had this confirmed, reconfirmed today. So you're going to say you get all like 200 and some odd cosmetics from Battle Royale. Are you going to start on day 1 with a full inventory? No. You're going to have cosmetic storage space. Castle sieges, voice comms, yes. 5 global people in the raid will have global speech. Party members can hear each other. They can hear the leaders. Guild system in, but maybe delayed. It's one of those things they want to get the testing going. The guild system may come on a little bit later than end of December. Leaderboard system, yes. Guilds, bring your A game. Invite me. I don't have a lot of people coming. Anti-cheat software. This is a big one. I want to have a sit-down conversation with Jeff and Steven one day, like one-on-one. I want to talk about this. It is easy anti-cheat, and that is confirmed. I'm not surprised. Epic uses this for Fortnite. Now, what I'm going to say here is why I want to have a conversation with them is I think they oversold this and underdelivered. They overpromised and underdelivered. And if that's the case, I want to, Barbara Walters it, man. I want to ask it. I want them to be able to respond to it. And then I want it just to get rid of it. The reason why I say that, and these are colored because these are my perspectives, the good. Using easy anti-cheat is good. Anything they develop for Fortnite, Ashes gets, because Unreal Engine, it's all, the same. Develop it for one, it goes into the program. It's bad because it's a rather easy to bypass program, and I'm never going to talk about anything more than that. You guys can do your own educational research on that. Next up, caravans. You can see a couple of caravans up here. We got a really good tidbit of caravan information that I want to share. I've been asking this forever. Thank you, Steven, for answering this. Where can we launch personal caravans from? Any point of storage. Awesome. Thank you. It makes a huge difference for us. Will we see caravans in next week's playthrough? Probably not. The storage points aren't set up yet. Now, here was an unintentional leak. We are planning on merging caravan hit points with the player hit points to make it one system. Potentially, if the player dies, the caravan dies. Technical issues. And then this was, I wasn't supposed to go there. And sorry, Steven, you went there, so it's going to be out there. Let's just put this is already in the green book. Unknown and I've already talked about this. Several of us have already talked about this. This is already on the list to talk about. So rest assured, don't flip tables on this. We're going to test it. Now, here's one thing I hate doing. I do think of Steven as a friend. I'd love to sit down with him, talk about his life, coffee, you know, the whole 9 yards. I do have to put this out there, so forgive me, guys. I feel bad.
Really crazy. We were here last year, 1 year ago, and today we now have over 100 people on the project, and we are growing to 200 people on the project before the end of this year. So,
hire the next phase of people. Again, we're trying to get up to about 100 by the summer, midsummer.
I think it's about June.
So right now we're right around 50
that are here at the studio here in San Diego.
I think this is another one where they need to slow is smooth, smooth is fast. You may fool 90% of the people with a magic trick. You may fool 90% of people with a sleight of hand trick. But if you got Shin Lim up there watching your hands, he's probably going to bust you out. And as much as I work with Intrepid, I work for you guys. So when I key in on things that are inconsistent, I'm going to call them out. Now, I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying burn down the building, but I am saying that I think Intrepid needs to respond to exactly what the inconsistency is. If you're looking at onboarding 6 months late, I have to question if you can make that before 2020 date. Now, they may turn right around and say, no, I don't need that many people. The 5 people we have been able to do what we need. We don't need X people until X date. And that's fine too. But you've got 2 contradictory statements now, so just clear the air. Finally, this is in green. This is a huge pet peeve of mine, and I know a lot of you agree with it. Steven, I'm not just picking. This is kind of important. The random chaotic nature of the order of the show works for Intrepid. You guys play off each other really well. Some companies need to come in with an agenda. Boom, 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 boom. I think you and Jeff and Peter play off each other really well. So I'm not, I did say it in the typed message, but after I thought about it and I've watched today's live stream a bunch of times, it works okay. But I'm a streamer, a very small streamer. Get a Blue Yeti mic, get a Logitech C922 camera so you don't have that autofocus thing. You see my stream's not doing the autofocus. Stop with the memeable audio issues. If you're self-meming your own, it wouldn't be a stream without an audio issue. Fix the damn audio issues, please. Professionalism. And that's it. That's it, guys. As you guys can see on the left, I have updated the website. I am trying to make the website a little bit more one-stop shopping, but really, honestly, Shaz is just kicking my ass with efficiency. That's why I'm not doing too much in text. That's Shaz's thing. He is way better. So check out the Ashes post, linked again below. Or you other creators, get out there and help me. I want to, throw some love around. If you guys want to talk, you can send me an email. I am Jalon, hashtag 8446. But I am a Discord Nitro user, and it looks like the poll wants me to change my number. So that poll is in the description below if you want to vote. Should I stay 8446? Should I become Special Agent 0001? I do 2 Twitch shows a week on Wednesday nights and Fridays. I also stream, when I feel like it. I'm doing a current thing with my Patreon sponsors now. If I get to 10 Patreon sponsors, even if they're just 10 people giving me $1 a month, I will add the permanent 3rd show on for Twitch. We are going to go for Twitch partner as a community, but I'm trying to stall. So external locus of control me and don't let me stall. And speaking of my patrons, thanks to Luna Chaos and Maury. You guys saw I did the new intro at the beginning. There's a giveaway going on. That's in the description below today too. So lots of stuff in the description for you guys. Anyway, we do have a live stream next week. I did not put every single factoid into today's video. I wanted to do a video to calm some people down and let you know that there are content creators that are watching the situation. So don't feel like everybody is a mass advertising shill. If you want somebody that will represent your voice, you come to my channel, you come to my Discord, you let me know what your problem is, and it's all I do all day is I sit here and I bang away at the Discord. So you guys take care. I gotta get this in a post. I gotta get to bed. I stream in like 11 hours. You guys take care.
Hey, where are you going? You're not done yet. See these videos? There's videos up here to watch. You gotta go over here. Hit the chibi. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the webpage. And I'll see you guys on Twitch.